Looks like I'm live again. Yeah, my table is so messy right now, but I wanted to show you a few things. This is 3 sticky notes that I just put together, and I put some scraps on, obviously, and I'll probably keep doing that today. I was doing some happy mail and stuff and tags from the groups that I'm in, obviously. And I came across the problem. I had a problem because I wanted to mail my recycled envelopes because it was a tag. And I couldn't fit my recycled envelopes inside of the, usual envelope that I make, This size, just the bigger size. I mean, that's good and all. That's really good. And, when I make something like this, it's good. It's nothing wrong with that at all. Just it's too small for envelopes like these. I think they might call them business envelopes, I'm not sure. And this is another one. It's all recycled, and I put a waxy paper on. So the problem was I have big envelopes, but I don't have envelopes like, come on, glue, work with me. I don't have an envelope that would be like very wide, let me say it. So what I did is I had to figure out what I'm gonna do, because I think these look very cute, and what I did is I made something like this. This is another envelope, and I can fit both of them inside, and I can still put something else in if I want to. So it's a bigger letter, not so much letter size, because it's bigger than letter size, but on the other side, because the paper was too small, obviously, I put a strip of something else. This is just it's not a dictionary paper, but it's atlas paper. Very old. not even Slovenian. It's Croatian, because I have that and I wanted to use it. So the template that I made. Hello, Christy. Hello, Susan. You see, Susan, finally you could join to my live. Welcome both. So I glued this one together already, but I made a template. This was my first ever thingy, how, without a template. And I usually, when I do something like that, I like to make myself a template, and I will be cutting this out. These are just 2 not so flimsy papers that I get in Hofer, Aldi. I usually, they have it right in front when you go into the store. They have it like stacks and stacks and different ones, and I just take a big stack of it and put it into my my bag. So I use this side usually for, stuff like that, because this is the same thing. So I will cut that out later. But what I wanted to show you is just how easy this process is to actually make an envelope like this. And this paper is probably like from something, but it's thicker. It's not that not glossy, more thicker. So what I'm gonna do is these two envelopes are gonna be they're gonna go inside of here, and I have to put something else in, so you know. And I'm gonna tape it or use the glue and put the dress on. I like to do, you know, I like to do with the Sharpie, with the thick Sharpie, and then outline it with white, every letter, because it makes it really nice. So that is what I'm gonna do for this letter. And what I wanted to show you, just, you know, how I'll have to probably take that out, so that I have something that I can work with right now, so I can show you guys. Hello, Laura. Did you get my notification? Yay! It's me. Where the heck? I'll just glue some pieces on, because, you know, why the heck not? And because yeah, I would probably throw this away, but want to build this thing up. It's gonna be something to work with. So I'll make few custom envelopes, because if you don't have anything to actually make envelopes, like templates, anything like that, you can recycle and do something that I'm gonna show you. Okay, I should stop playing with this. And I still have a lot of mess around me. Just, you know, slowly, very slowly trying to put stuff away. And ribbon, love it. So I'll clean a little bit, and then I'll start doing stuff. Maybe I'm just gonna leave these papers here, because I don't know. I need to use this today. That would be good if I do that. So let me I will take a piece of paper. I would probably use something that it's colored, because you know, it's different, and you don't need to use your cardstock design papers and stuff. You can just use jelly paper, use two papers together if they're too thin. And you know, my feather. Oh man, I have to show you something else before we start, because this video is probably gonna be more than just one thing. So let me just show you. Let me first do the glue, and I'll show you what I did. Oh man, I was cleaning a little bit today. Of course I did. Oh, that's not, no. Have to put it in somewhere else, so I am putting stuff out of this. But I wanted to show you a storage thingy, because maybe I'm not the only one having problems with all the shite, you know. So what I did is I took a box, and this is what I got. So this is a lot of envelopes, okay? Let me see if I can actually tilt to something. No, there's nothing like that. Okay, so I have, let's say, this envelope. It's used envelope, and what I do is I put something on the top so it actually holds and it's not gonna move. You can staple it, but I prefer just glue it with white glue. And if you want to reuse this, you can just put it off and put something else, or just cut it, okay? Or put a sticker on. So these are just words that are stamped, and I didn't actually put a lot of thought where the tab is gonna be, but I had a problem because I couldn't see anything. I had them just stacked like this and not even in the box. So I really much like this. So I have, I'm gonna read them because maybe you get an idea for your storage. And I used a similar storage for my stamps that I'm collecting. You know, whenever I get a stamp, I put it into, like, I have it like America and stuff like that. I have countries on the top, so that I know where to put the stamp. So faces, words from newspaper, stamped words, reused stickers, because I do that, and wax paper, colored strips, white strips, you know, those edges from, where is it, from the books? I call them white strips. Finished embellishments, painted book pages, Sudoku, because I'm collecting it, fussy cut thingy, and card base something, and for fussy cutting thingy, and vintage style thingy, and behind I have just, you know, set of, because I don't want to go to the box and always taking stuff out for stamping, so I just put it at the back. And I know it doesn't look beautiful, I know, but it's the purpose of this is just to be right next to me and look like organized, because I need something to have, you know, and I can always add more if I need to, but for now, if I want to look nice, then I can still do that. You know, by all means, anybody can do it, but I just didn't want to put a lot of thought into it, just wanted to make it like this. So if anybody has like a lot of scraps or just something that goes like, you know, piles and piles of maybe loose stickers, I don't know, just something, or cards, or this is a good idea. Let me read the chat. Oh, I wanted to put this into fussy cut thingy, and I do put the tab on the front of the envelope, so it's not in the back. So whenever I actually do it like this and then just put it inside, so I can actually open the envelope. If that makes any sense, I don't know, but it does for me. Let me see. Cool, notifications were blinging. That's good. I'll just gonna read the. Emma, are you really big in recycling? Yeah, it looks like I am, because just I feel like it's interesting for me, and it motivates me, and you know, I just get ideas, and that's always good. It's thrilling. I don't know how else can I say that. Yeah, paper mache, I'd probably do it with, because I've been watching a video a few days ago with toilet paper, just because there is no shredding and all that, because I'm lazy. And from the woman that I watched, paper mache thingy, you know, it was not so much paper mache, more like clay, because it was more smoother, you know. So I would go that way, because, you know, I like very not complicated, simple, and, you know, doable. And and to shred papers, I'll probably use, I'll probably need those, you know, mixers. So, yeah, if anybody has any, you know, I'm just trying to give an idea out. So maybe somebody is needing something like that. What's with the used lockers? You sell lockers? Bright red with purple. Nice to know. Is that just today, Laura? Just today. Yeah, I do have kids, but they're not coming out yet. They're still in the wound. No, they're not even there yet. They're still in, how would I say? In pixels. If that means anything. They're not existing yet. Yeah, beautiful hot mess. Did you try, Christy? Did you guys try it? I hope you don't have it everywhere. It's probably like pink and light blue. So, I mean, you know, Laura, you can do if you want to. Just let me know, so, because I want to watch it. They're still in the pixel. They're not formed. They're not, you know. My womb didn't choose them yet. They're still there, pixels. So my kids are pixels. Okay, I will grab a piece of nice paper, and you can actually, if you don't have a piece of paper, you can actually put more pieces together and make an envelope like that, no problemo. Or use something like, come on, something like this. So maps. But I'll try to take something else. Well, I have purple, so Laura's gonna love this. It's not so nice on the inside, but who cares? It's lovely on the outside. And I need another paper so I can put something in between. So I will go with something. I can do pink. Basically, I can do pink. Because the paper that I had before was like half of inch shorter. So this was shorter than this. So yeah, just so guys that you know. And this is very thin though. This is just paper from from medicine, and they have usually those thin ones, and this is just acrylic paint on it, brushed, and it's so good. It's so good. Oh my, I love it. I will take another piece of paper from the, oh, let me show you what I got, because, you know, why not? Why not? So, Atlas. I love the images, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. That's why I'm skipping it. Brazil, some pictures. Greece. India. Italy. Wow, look at that. I'll keep those. Man, I didn't check even this thingy. So, Portugal. I want to use as much as possible with this, and I'll probably not use the colored paper because I want to do something else with it. So this is just the back side where you can actually find on which side is something like, and I want to actually take the pages, and they are like, they are semi-flimsy and semi glossy, but who cares? We just needed to make it. So the only thing that I had problem is with this is my knife is making me mad. So I decided I'll do just I'll try to use another one. Okay, so I'll try to use this one if I can get this out. Need something to push it out. Need something. I'll find it. Oh, found it. Nope, that's not good. How did I put that inside? That's bad. Let me just fix this. This is some cheap thing from the internet, you know, the internet. So I'm just using it like it is. It would be nice to actually have a case. So I don't know. I'll cut the strip. Let me see. This side is good. Yes, it is. So the paper. Which paper? The paper. Oh, I was smooshing with watercolors. I had to do that because then I know if it's, you know, you can see it on my hand. Watercolors. I think it was packaging. Let me see. Wait. Yeah, I think it's... Oh, this is gonna explode. I think it was this. I ordered some thingy for the thingy that I didn't have before, and I got the thingy for the thingy. Protector sheet for my screen from the phone, and this was there. I think it was from that, or my auto case of the phone, whatever, case phone, whatever. This is basically just packaging, you know, that sheet of packaging that you have, this, but it's thicker. And I used it, put a lot of watercolor, and just did this, so you get really nice textures. Yeah, that was that. I will try. I don't like this, so I'm gonna just try to cut it out. The problem that I had with my crafting knife is the paper was not, it wasn't cutting the paper very nice, so maybe it's not so sharp, but this is like butter, man. I lost so many nerves before. So I think I'm just gonna use 2 rows. Let me see. Let me first form the envelope and then I'll know for sure. Envelopes, where are you? Okay, the envelope. I'll just take this one. And if you're wondering what is this, all this, it's just phone book colored with watercolors and some paper from you know, painted paper. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So this is my envelope. I want to make it a little bit bigger. I don't mind if it's like 1 inch here and 1 inch here, like free. I don't mind that at all. What I do mind is that I can actually fit something else in. So first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a flap. Okay, so make the big flap however big you want. I usually do like 1 inch, and I press it down, and I try to look that both sides are like narrow, that they meet, like, you know, I don't know, but you know, I don't. So, and then I just take this up and, you know, do the same, you know. And I try to leave a little bit more space, so I will be moving just a smidge, a little bit down, so it's like a millimeter or something more space, so the stuff can actually move. Sorry. My fart brain. I usually open envelopes like this here, because I try to feel where something is inside of the envelope. If you wanted to make bigger envelope, so let's say, so there is more space, we can do that as well. No problemo. You could do it like this, and you actually have like a centimeter more, you know, or half of an inch, basically. Let's do that, just because. And it's bigger for smidge. Cool. So then comes the other paper, and the other paper, what it's gonna do is basically just fill the void here, and I think I'm going to cut here. This is probably 2 inches. Just feeling how much is it. Joe P! Hello, Joe P! Sorry, I was rude before. I didn't say hello. Not cool, Emma. Not cool. I just decided today that maybe because I made an envelope, or I should rather say envelope, I just wanted to share, you know. Maybe somebody in the world have the same problem, and so now you can do like 2 things here. You can meet the edge if you wanted to have it like straight. Before I did it like I was pushing it up till the fold, and then I glued down, just lift this up, put the glue, and glue it down. But now, because this is a little bit shorter, I should do like 2.5 inches. I am going to fiddle, and I'm just going to try to make it straight somewhat. So I'll try to see the line above, and we'll try to align on that line above. Okay, so if it's not very much straight, I'm not gonna bitch about it, but that's how it is. And I'm going to take 2 paper clips, and so that it's not going to move, I'm just going to clip both papers. So this paper, I hope I'm getting it. So both papers should be under the clips. Okay, I hope you get it. I think it's straight. So I'm going to put glue just right here, if that makes any sense. You can actually make a line if you have a problem knowing how much glue you need. I would not use a glue tape, just so you know, because, you know, postal stuff is... This is gonna actually go to be mailed, you know, this is gonna be mailed. So, and if you put some glue inside the envelope, then just, you know, clean it before it's too late. Maybe you cannot even see that I'm putting the glue on, but let me assure you, it's on there. So I think this is pretty straight. If it's not, and if you don't like the transition from one to another, yeah, I forgot, but here I actually edged this colored piece, so you can do that. Or if you did it like I did it here, you can just put a washi over it. What else? You can just use the watercolor pencils and make a line and just spread it with your, you know, thingy. Yeah, simple as that. And now we basically have almost ready envelope. And what I'm gonna do next is just crease this, crease it more. So that it's gonna be creased and it's gonna be crisp and nice and beautiful. So let me see. If you decide to actually make smaller envelope, you can cut it like, just leave like, oh my, 2 centimeters, an inch. Try to leave at least 1 inch or 2 centimeters on each side. Okay, so I just think I'm going to cut it here and make it straight. I want it to be big envelope. Oh, this knife is so like a butter. It's going like I would cut the butter, you know. That's what I wanted to say. And I'm still not measuring anything though. Just, you know, using the ruler. Okay, so now I need to clean my table because, you know, there's so much going on my table that you probably don't know what I'm doing. I am going to fold a little bit inside. That's probably like a centimeter. Let's say a centimeter. So centimeter or a little less, but somewhere there. So I'll make the closure on the left and the right side. Oh, feels like it's very cold here, but it's not. Just my feet are cold. And the other side, of course, again, nothing to, you don't need to measure. Just, you know, just make the flap. And now I am going to cut, triangle out. Let me crease this a little bit more. I think you can actually, it's the same process with you know, with those usual envelopes. So I will cut the triangle out from that point where I creased to somewhere, whatever, not measuring, you know, and the other side as well. Just don't go over that crease, because then you're gonna have open envelope. And hope you can see what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm in the shot. And the other thing that I do before I do anything else, I fold this flap in, and then I put this top flap, and I just try to how would I say that? I try to go like middle point to score it or to fold it, so I will have really neat top flap. And I do the same on the other side, you know. And I do that so that I know where actually the bottom flap reaches, so I don't go over it. Because then my envelope would be open, if you know what I'm trying to say. And what I do, no, maybe you can see it better here. It's not straight, but it's actually a little bit on the inside. However, my English today is so beautiful. And then you can do like cut it. Maybe I can cut it with my craft knife. Maybe if the craft knife had good sleep. Yeah, that's working. Good. Okay, so now the flap is like this. You see? Okay. Thank you, Joe P. If you ever need like a custom thingy that you have to do, you know, that's always good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave the whole flap. So this colored flap, this is going to stay. But the other one where it's joined, this is the one that I'm going to cut. And as simple as this, you can, because I cannot see it very good, I'm just going to align it and just cut it. I need to get more blades for this cutting tool. And a case. Preferable. Okay, and the other side. I usually like to go from this side to this side. So I don't know if I can do it here. But so that I don't cut the other flap, because that's always a problem if you do that. And you have to do a little bit tape and stuff, you know. Tape and... Oh, cool. Okay, so this is my envelope. Can you see it? And if you want to, you can round the corners before you glue it down. You can round, but you don't need to if you want to. You know, if you want to, you can do that. But I don't think that I will, because I think it's okay. It doesn't bother me at all. But here you go. You can put, you know, whatever you want inside. And I just love the texture. I mean, there's no texture. There's just this stuff. Like brains, you know, half of the brain. Yeah, so... Oh, Christy, goodbye. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Or... I think it's a morning there. So, therefore, you can, like I said, I usually like to use Sharpie and make very nice lettering, and put the dress on, and then I go, where is it? I use this, you know, Posca pen, and go around each letter so it looks very nice. Maybe because we're doing envelopes, maybe I should show you another thing so I can show you 3 things. Oh, I should glue this, but I'm not gonna do it now. You know how to glue it. You know how to glue it. And you know, you can use bright colors as well. There was no problem with that. Just I didn't see that before, so if I would, then I'll take that. I wanted to show you another thing that it's regarding the envelopes, and that is, Christy yesterday said she likes like a comic thing, and I got inspired with something that I've seen on on the group, and I wanted to share it. I don't have that picture per se, but I have something similar. So I started making myself some labels, address labels for not my address, but their address. So receiver's address. And I have quite a few of comic books, not a book, more likely, you know, that page in the newspaper, you know, that section, and I just cut it out and make some stuff. I mean, I just cut it out. And then I, let's say that this is an envelope, okay? Be my envelope, be very good. And I put the dress label on. And I have white. I don't need to use Sharpie. And then I put another address on. And then I'm just gonna do that for a few seconds so you see what I'm. And even when I had the thingy, because I cut the bubble out, I left it in. It doesn't matter. Looks nice. You can do please deliver to, or deliver to, or to, or just, you know, address. This Garfield says what in Slovenian. It looks very cute. And another. What I did is I cut the image out from the comic, and I tried to cut the bubble as well. So if it's something like this, that it's actually not a lot of text, I left it on. But usually what I did is edge the actual image and then put it onto white paper. It could be light paper, something else, you know, or even smooshing paper. That could probably work too. And then I cut it out and make a rectangle and edge that as well. So here you go. It's so simple. And I have quite a few of them right now, so I'll think I'm gonna make more because I just adore them. I think they're really cute. And if you want to, yeah, you can make if they're smaller, or you can make something similar with some other pictures from magazines and make it your own label, address label, or doesn't need to be a comic, okay? So it can be something else. Yeah. And it's flat. That's what I like about it, that it's flat and you can put it onto anything, really, right? Yeah, it could be return address label, yes. No problem, Susan. I'm glad that you had a time to actually pop here, to actually see the live. So have a great day and say hello to your daughter and have a great day together. Take your time, Jopie. I am not looking at the chat all the time. But yeah. This is another thing. And let me see if I have something else in store. Where is that envelope? Oh my god. What? You see, I'm losing a lot of stuff. But I thought that I had it in an envelope. Maybe I did. But I don't know. It's lost now. So, still trying to find the envelope. I can't find it. Either way, let me see. If there is anything else that I want to say or add or, you know, whatever. I got my pig today. This cute pig. Oh, I think it's very lovely. It was a pig tag, so yeah, I love it. I just love it. So he's my muse, you know, piggy muse. I did some, what else did I do today? Oh, I can show you that as well. So, you know, when I was putting stuff down from the trying to find. I will eventually. Just, it's gonna, don't go on the floor. It's gonna take some time. So, I have these postcards that clearly nobody likes. It says 40 years, something that I don't know how to translate. And what I did is I can show you. So I wanted to use the back side because it's basically a postcard. Oh gosh, I have a terrible corner, I wanted to say. Terrible corner to start. And I picked up the corner and just, you know, this. And because this is glossy, too glossy, I can use both. I don't need to actually throw that away. Maybe somebody likes it or whatever. And I have two things that I can use. I can put it into my junk journal, you know, whatever. So I used that and made a background. So this is my background, so I have to cut it out. And I used where is the I'm trying to find the other thing, because I know I put it somewhere. Just I wanted to show you, you know, why not? Why not? It's my time to shine, and I can't find the thingy. Come on. Come to Emma. Nope. Nope. But I thought I cut it out. Maybe I'm losing my mind, you know. Maybe, just maybe. That's a possibility. Okay, let's say that it's somewhere... Oh, you know, my mat is eating my stuff. Man, that always happens to me. Okay, so my mat, it's underneath. So, I glued this thing to a like flimsy cardboard or thicker paper, and then I put some lines on. This was in today's mail, so what I'm gonna do is just cut the white edge off, I think. So the paper, because it was too small, is gonna be centered. And it's a journaling card. It's not postcard anymore. So I'm going to use this on actual postcards, because I'm gonna make some postcards, because, you know, why not? And I have to make some Easter ones for the Easter. And this is from the flyer that I had, and I just cut the front out, like Christmas themed, but I'm going to make it in a journaling card or postcard. I'm not decided yet. So, you know, I think it's very beautiful picture though. Hello Kazia, welcome. Hope you had a really nice sleep today. Oh, it's 1:35 probably for you. I said off to them. Good. So are you gonna show the blanket and all that, Laura? Hope you will. Hope you will. I am going to just cut this because I have nothing else to do right now. That's a lie, but I could probably clean my crafting living room, because this room that I'm in, it's like computer room, living room, crafting room, dining room. What else? Can I find something else? Yeah, a lot of things in one room, and there is no place, like no space at all. So but organizing like that really helps. Look, it's so beautiful. I think it is. And it's a journaling card. Okay, so Laura, yes, no, you're not gonna, you will, because if you're not going to, because I want to watch you, you know that. I might as well just end this live and do another one, just craft with me style ish, something like that. So that's a possibility. Need a little bit more. Oh my god, I love this guillotine. It's just love it. This was Amazon purchase. My boyfriend got it for me for Christmas, I think. And so Amazon supposedly delivered, because this is the second one, and the problem was that there was somebody signed for it and nobody knows who, and it looked like nobody signed for it, and they had to send another one, so we waited a week, I think, more for it. Look, it's beautiful. Just beautiful. Good flyer. I think I had more of stuff like this. Even though it says, I don't know how you say that in English, but like first this, whatever. So that's why, and we had an order for computers a few times ago. Probably 6 or 10 months ago, and the package was big, like a lot of money, like really a lot, and if nobody signed for it, they just claimed it's signed, so it should be there, and it wasn't. So if they probably just put it in the, on the front porch, and if somebody just goes by, probably pick it up. And the second package that they sent, it was huge. So probably the first one was the same. Which, that's why I don't like it as much. Buying on Amazon. I'll say that I have to be sure. Okay. Well, before you start, just let me know here so I can finish and go watch your blankets. Oh, cool. That's so cool. I can't wait. Take your time, Laura. And don't forget your camera. Oh, Kazia. So, yeah. I was thinking to make some painty papers today because I have so much stuff that I have to go through, and a lot of magazines and advertisements that have really good paper, and I don't want to throw it away. I want to hoard it, and I want to make nice papers, like this, you know what I mean? And yeah, I need time for that too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, and another one. I'm gonna cut this one as well. So I'm going to leave a little bit now over. Yeah, this looks weird. It's a red tiny border around, so I don't like that. If there is no white on it, just you know. I don't know what to say, so that's why I'm trying to think of something, but I guess there is no need. You already know what I wanted to say, you know, why I started this video. So yeah. I think it looks very nice, and this is more flimsy, and I might as well just leave the side empty or stamp some lines on. That could be nice. That's more flimsy. I'll do the edges, the corners. Why the heck not? Yeah, basically hello Deborah. Welcome. You're new here. I really like to recycle, yes. I think the title fits for today. It's not just scraps or that round corners that just looks so neat, man. This looks like very good, and this looks like I need to punch some corners out. I'm gonna do smaller. I think smaller are good too. What are you guys doing? Are you crafting, or are you listening just or watching me, or do you actually do something while I buzz and talk about stuff that, you know, it's very important. Yeah. I wanted to wait for Laura to come back. Oh, you've been. Oh, cool. Cool. I'm glad. Well, the title says recycling, so maybe I should do some recycling. I wanted to make. I have a stack of envelopes here though that I wanted to make today. Those that you get in mail and all that, and just bills and all that. They have windows, so I want to make nice envelopes similar to this, you know. I'll have to check how many papers do I have still for putting it on, but I would like to just use what I have on my table, you know, scraps and all that. I think this could go together, and something yellow too, right? So I'll just start with this one, because why not? Thelma? Oh, that's good. Let's do the envelopes, yes. Welcome, Thelma. Right now I'm gonna make some envelopes. Before I was showing my organization, like organized box, and what would you? I made these huge envelopes, you know, so I could send out my recycled envelopes. So these two basically. That's why I made the envelope that is like an inch bigger. Because I didn't know how to send them out. That wouldn't be a huge envelope, but basically nothing, a lot of empty space. That was bothering me for some reason. So we made this together, and you can watch it. You can go back and check it out. But now I'm just thinking to actually make a envelope, reuse this envelope. That's what I wanted to say. Even though the flap is stuck, you know, it's here. Let me just glue it down really nicely so that it's not gonna bother me. And I'm gonna make another flap. I'm gonna make And I think I have purple hands for some weird reason. Let me just go wash my hands. Much better than before, I think. Yeah, I should make them not wet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna again, I think I'm gonna just cut a little bit off because it's not so nice here on this side on the top. So I will do like a smidge, just a little bit, so it's gonna be straight. And I know it's gonna be smaller, but you know, I never actually send something huge in these envelopes. Trying to find the knife. Here you go. This blade is really good. Okay. So let me think how I would do this. Yeah, the paper is just wet because I just put. So this is more thin. These are just some. Okay, so this is more thicker paper, and this is more flimsy paper. So I was thinking like I'd put flimsy paper on this side. Do I have something else maybe that is a bit bigger for this side? Yeah, I do, of course. I can put the flowers on. This is some experimental paper, so don't ask, don't ask. But it's nice, okay? And I might put it just like this. I think that looks nice. And I can actually edge this or just leave it white. So I'll try to... where this meet? So need a pencil. I'll try to do it like here. Cool. And I just you know, I just apply glue everywhere. That's what I do. I just remember that I need a flap, so I'll probably put more up. Okay, so yeah, hope I'm not gonna forget, because that's gonna be bad. I want to make a flap, so I will put more paper up to the top. You'll see what I'm gonna do, because I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So, okay, here more glue. And then I'm gonna just use the glue stick. Where are you? Here. Put a little bit of glue stick here. So, I wanted to put it like this. I am going to cut around, but for now, because I don't want to measure, that just drives me crazy sometimes. Hello Ash, welcome. Hope you're doing fine. Okay, and I will put another of the piece here. Just trying to make them make it as close as possible. This is straight edge, so I am trying to actually catch the edge here. I'm going to put glue on this edge, and I am going to leave the edge like it is. Not going to put any distressing on, but you can if you want to, of course. You can do whatever you want, right? It's probably gonna ooze out, but nobody cares. And it's true, these envelopes get a little bit more heavier. Depends on what kind of pages you're using for this mishmash. So if you're using like, if you're using the, trying to remember the word. I say it so many times that it's weird that I just don't, keep it into my head. The thin paper from phone book. You see, I'm getting older. I'm so old now that my memory is just everywhere. So yeah, getting something from getting pages from phone book to make them a little bit more colorful. I put just the paint on, acrylic paint. I put it on, I spread it with my credit card, or I put it on if I want it more like thick so I don't see it beneath what it's on the back, I put it with my brush on. So that's what I do. And the paper is very thin, and you can actually use the paper from your medicine as well. Those are very thin, And this is the same thing. I applied it with my brush, so I can't even see what's, And you can make a collage thingy too, but it's gonna be more like thicker, just so you know. And I'm gonna take my scissors and just cut it around, take my time, and yeah, 28 is old, honey. If my memory, it's very bad. It's not what it used to be, That's why I'm saying I'm old. Not that I'm like, I don't feel like 70 or something, but close to that. I am going to, or not. I want to cut it with my scissors, but I have to be very careful to not nick the, the envelope, the actual envelope. So take your time and slowly cut it. What you can do, if you don't want to cut it, you can fold. You can do that if you want to. But then you have to just, cut it here and then fold. So you can do that, but I don't want to. I want to put something else on the back or just leave it as it is. And if you're wondering if you, nick it or how to say it, you can always check inside if there is, gap or something opening. And if that actually happens, then just put a washi with white glue or some permanent glue so the washi will stay up, or another strip of paper. That's how you can save the work you put into the envelope, because you had to find papers and all that, so that's something too. I think that's, hello, Julia. Welcome. Oh, I'm glad too that you joined. I am just recycling some, stuff. envelopes at the moment with windows. And usually I can actually feel whenever my scissors want to cut more thicker paper, because they, and I think I just did that right now. Nope, we're good. It was the glue. It was the glue. Blame the glue. My feet are so cold. I think I need to have, I need to put my socks on. Give me a second, please. Because if I don't, you know, then, I want to have my feet like on a nice warm place. So that's that. For some reason I need a craft knife. And scissors for some reason. Oh man, these socks are so warm. Yeah, I just opened a new package of socks. If somebody's wondering, what the heck is she doing? So, I'm back. I'm going to just put a little bit of glue here where transition is. And now I'll cut straight, preferably very straight. Okay, I'll try to do that. Knife. And now I'll make the flap. So there is probably many ways you can make the flap, but what I like to do is just put my ruler right to the edge. And then do this. The same way that I make, you know, the new envelopes. Put the ruler there. This ruler is thin, like very thin. And then I crease it down really good. And I think that even on the back looks nice. But I would probably put something here because this line is making me not cool. I don't like that line. And I'll try to eyeball it, but let me see. Is there a guide that I could use? Nah, not really. I'll just eyeball it a little bit. Like very small. Cut it. Small triangles. Yep. And what you can do is edge all the edges. I think here I have to cut it a little bit. Still good. And you can actually see that on the inside, how there's on the camera, the thing, the ad, but I don't mind. It's recycled. Let it, you know, let the world see that it's recycled. So I will put something here, something different. I don't know what yet. would this go? It's kind of short. I thought that I would maybe make a bigger flap. Okay. Just I need to find something to actually put it down there. Because probably this could go as well. It's like half of inch. What about this? Oh yeah, I already have a strip. Just have to make it a bit nicer. Strip from the dictionary. Oh man. Strip from the atlas. You see my mind, Laura. I'm old. Yep, not good, not good. That was what was happening before with this paper. That it was maybe because it's so thin that it started to break, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't cut with my craft knife, regular one. So I'll just cut it here and I'll put it on, make the flap bigger, and that's all that I'm gonna do. And it's finished. If you want to, yes, you can put like front and back, but since I started to do this, just one side, usually the front, because the back with business envelopes, it's always nice. I usually don't have a problem with the back. I think it's aligned. I think it's straight, I should say. Welcome, Christy. Welcome back. Hello, Malia. Is somewhere there that someone in the chat or right now watching that is gonna try to do these envelopes? Is it interesting for you guys to do something like that? I think I should edge the first line, but I didn't. Well, I'm just going to go in the same line that I, cut before. I know, guys, that you don't always follow the tutorials, but will you this time? Will you try to make some recycled envelopes? Ooh, I knitted too much. I'm trying to not fussy a lot about it right now. Okay, we're all good. So this is the front of the envelope. Very cute, very pinkish. Flowers. And the back of the envelope. Very cute, nothing wrong with it. What I'm going to do is edge it a little bit, just because I can. And I have my archivaling here, not the stays on. Stays on, still in the baggie. Waiting for some love. I mean, I wanted to first use the archivaling, and then, because it's really juicy still. And then actually use the stays on when archival goes out. But I don't think that's gonna happen very soon. I might just buy new sponges. That's gonna... Yeah, I think that's looking better. And we have this side, and I'll put a little bit here, and I'm going to do this as well. You mean, I mean, I've never received an envelope like this in my mail before. Like recycled envelope. Not in this style, not recycled, made with recyclable paper, if you know what I mean. So I don't know if it's nice to receive something like that, but to me, if I would receive something like that, I would be very happy, you know, because I think it looks nice. And I have a lot of short pieces of this is what I received today, but I have short pieces of washi tape, so that I take from the other envelopes that I receive, you know, just birds. I could put birds here somewhere, and I like to use those in on these envelopes, you know. This is too short. Let me see if I can actually pull this off. Sammy, but it's still better than nothing. I think I'm gonna put this birdies on because it's, you know, why not? I guess I need to give you the link to the group, probably. Here. And this side I'll have to put more glue on, because I didn't before. Yep. You know, just something on the back that it's more interesting, and that's it. I don't know how long that I was doing that envelope, but I think it wasn't that bad. So another envelope, no flap. And I was thinking to maybe use the something like this. Let me see if I can use the whole shit. Yep, I could do that, no problemo. So, give me a sec, guys. On the other side is an image, and I just don't feel comfortable to actually put it somewhere. So I'll use something else, okay? And the thing is, I'm trying to see where, but I think I'm going to just use it like this. I will put the flap down. And I didn't tell you before, but if, you know, before you glue the flap down, if you want to have the envelope to actually be lower lower, then before you glue it down, you should just, you know, fold it and cut with a knife. But most of the time I'm not so, you know, I don't care much because I need the envelope to actually hold the stuff in, and that's my purpose. And even if I wanted to give it away, I don't do that most of the time. So I would really like to have a really nice lip on the top. So I will just cut a little bit off. I think this is straight. Yeah. And I'll glue the thingy on. So it's gonna be like this, okay? Or this. Probably this. And I'm going to measure it to put the glue on because I want to put it on everywhere. Oh, that's good then. And it's good if you actually like the envelope, that you don't mind to receive a recycled one. Because there was a lot of different styles that I used. I tried acrylic paints, I tried many things, like to actually cover the envelope, you know, with the paint, and it wasn't looking that nice. Let me just say that. And I shall not forget about the flap. So shit. Yeah. I'm trying to look on design on the other side, but that's like, let's not bother with that. I'll just glue it down because it's gonna look nice either way, right? And I can actually use yeah, my ruler just fall on the ground. And if I can, I'm trying to align it so, you know, that I don't need to cut much, if I can. And when you apply the paint with the credit card, it's so thin. Probably same with whenever you apply the paint with jelly plate. It's probably thin sheets of paper. It's not like you know, it's not a lot of paint on. So I'm going to cut it. Let's do that. Let's cut it slowly. There is no rush. Just, you know, be careful and don't forget that you have to get your ruler. This is what, 1.5 inches? Yeah. So I'll make a top inch and something more, probably. So I'll just, let's do the centimeters because I'm confused. And I can't see anything because it's so shiny. The ruler is so shiny. Prawie Sinvejs Popo. Sinvejs Popo. It's good. So I'll make it a smidge bigger, okay? I said Sinvejs Popo. And I'll cut it. So you basically need just one paper. It's nice to actually have something that has color on, so you cannot see what's like behind the paper, if you know what I'm trying to say. So now we have this. I'll probably have to put some washi on too. Let me think. Okay, I'll just do that. And I'll try to do something similar here. I just have to turn it in the right direction. Something like this, maybe. Yup. And then the important thing is to have a ruler and put it on the edge. So on the edge, really on the edge, and then you take your flap and you just fold it over. You see? And it goes over the edge of the existing one. Here, when I cut it before, I can a little bit see the flap. So I might just cut it because, you know, nobody's gonna see it. So this is the back. This is the front. And I was thinking to actually put some washi on. What about the washi? I like this washi though. Even though I can do red, I'll do this. Just because. So here. And when I put it down, I then go up and around and just put a bit of glue so that it holds. So is Laura online already, like doing her thingy, or not yet? Because I cannot see any notification right now. Where is it? Give me a sec, guys. I have to type something. So yep, she's online. So I might as well finish this. It's gonna look nice. Don't doubt about that. But I just wanted to let you know that let me show you how much I have this pile of the first pile of the envelope, okay? Let me see. So this is basically the first pile that I have. And I have a lot of the envelopes. So maybe week of envelopes or a month of envelopes for me. I would really like to make them, so I think it's easier actually to just, you know, to just make the whole template and all that. So I think it's easier for me to just put a painty paper on and use the painty papers and, you know, just have fun. And I'll put more of the washi up here. So that's basically all that I do. It's not hard to do it. So, and if you have any questions, just, you know, let me know. And my phone is just buzzing, so the paper, how did I make it? It was a lot of acrylic. I was putting acrylic on with my card, and then I just stencil it really nicely. Stenciling is not with acrylic though, just so you know. So that's how that went. And if I'm going to feel up for it, I'll probably do another live today, just, you know, making envelopes time. So cool. That's very cool. I love to hear that, you know, that people actually are trying stuff out. So and I probably, I won't say I got obsessed, but you know, if there is less stuff in the landfill, and you know, I don't know if they actually recycle the envelopes with windows, because they have plastic and paper on, so I don't know if they do that, and I don't know how they do that, or they don't, or you know. But I think if you can just, you know, send it out one more time, or maybe that other person can send it out again, then that's better than, you know, buy a new set of envelopes. So I'm going just to leave you with that, and I hope you're gonna try it. Where is another one? I'll put two more here for you guys to see, and then I can actually take a picture and you know, stuff like that. And you don't even need to put on the whole envelope. You can just, you know, have some strips of the paper and just stack them on. And this is even a stock card, like it's more thicker, and just strip of washi. So you really don't need to, you know, need painty papers if you don't have them. I am very glad that you guys watched with me, that you watched my video and were crafting with me, I should say. And I really hope you're gonna have nice days today and the whole week. And yeah, I wish you all the best, and thank you very much, and happy crafting.